I myself have had a few zillion dandy, terrible relationships in my history, really. I was going to write a book at one point, and I was going to call it 1001 Unendurable Dates, Indefinitely Prolonged. I really have had some terrible, terrible dates, and most of it came out of my desperation. What made that also terrible was that I didn't have any sift. I just wanted to be loved, and I was desperate. And since I didn't have much self-love, I was attracting some doozies. I remember one time, a long time ago, I was just at the beginning of gaining a little bit of self-esteem, and I was dating this fellow. He was actually a therapist. One would think that would make it easier, but not so much. And so we had been dating a very short time, and I liked him. No, I didn't love him, but I liked him. He was an interesting, smart guy. And so I was at this gathering. This is just to show you how I know what I'm talking about. So I was at this gathering that he is having, and I was sitting on the floor in front of him, and he had his arms around me, and all his friends were there, and I was meeting his friends and everything, one of those things. And he was telling his friends as he was sitting. So he was up above me, and he was talking to them right over my head as his arms were around me where I sat. And he said, I just never thought I would fall in love again this way. I'm hearing this for the first time, right? So I'm kind of surprised because I liked him. We hadn't been dating very long, but I thought, wow, he's really kind of further along than I am, but it felt kind of warm and fuzzy and good, and so I was listening. He said, yes, when you meet that person and you just know it's right, you just have to go for it. You just have to go for it. You just have to move forward. And this went on, and all I was thinking of, well, this is really a surprise to me, but this feels very good. Maybe I could really dig this guy, let me see how this turns out. So that night, everybody's gone and everything, and we're getting undressed for bed, I think we've been dating probably maybe 6 months, or I don't know. And suddenly he said, this will be our last date. And I said, excuse me? He said, yes. He said, well, you heard me talking about that. I've met this woman, and I've fallen in love. I said, you were talking about someone else? I knew our relationship hadn't progressed very much, but while you were holding me, you were talking about someone else. And he said, yes, I thought you knew. How would I know that? How would I know that? I was stunned. I was hurt. I cried a little, and then I went to bed with him. That's how little I loved myself. It took me a long time to move from that kind of self-loathing, the kind of self-loathing that will allow me to be treated so poorly, to attract such a terrible person into my life, to the person that sits here with you today, who can say confidently and truly, I love myself now, and I want to help you love yourself too.